you, Amy. Definitely stay tuned for YBF. And when it comes to your best friend in sewing, it is such an easy segue to say that that is who Darlene Cahill is here at HSN. I'm Siobhan Sarna, your host, and if you own this next machine, please call us. I want to hear your story at 1-866-376-TALK. It is an introductory price of your $899.95. 5 months at $179.99 with free shipping and handling. This is the Singer Quantum. We've had good, we've had better, we've had best. This is the best. It is 557-823. Am I wrong in saying that, Darlene?
Absolutely not.
This is the king of the mountain.
1,000 stitches a minute. We just went through 12 layers of denim. I have a habit of picking that up, but guess what? I can have the thread automatically cut and then take it out without even having to reach for the thread. 12 layers of denim.
Wow.
One by one, no tension problems on the back because, you know, not to be outdone by the heavy duty, this is also heavy duty, but the features built in are going to knock your socks off. I invite you to get out your pencils because there's so much to it, and I want you to be able to appreciate it all. There's a dual thread holder on the back, one for your thread, one for your bobbin. There's an independent bobbin winder. Not only does it wind the bobbin separately than the sewing machine while you're sewing, and I'm going to demonstrate that in just a minute, but it also tells you when you're running out of bobbin thread. There's a low bobbin indicator light, and you can swap it out without moving your work area. I love that. You'll never have to stop production for a bobbin change again. Now, on the front of the machine, you're going to notice a lot of bells and whistles. These are things you'll get to know when you get the machine at your door and you start playing with it and give it your test ride. You got the mirror imaging and the different functionality. There are a lot of different stitches, 8 different memory pods. Take a look at the stitches up here. You have your swivel chart, both alphabets, block and script, 401 stitch patterns. Siobhan's going to give you another indication
because
of those stitches.
Here are the stitches right here. We like to connect the dots. Here are the stitches, and literally I have for you a sash of fabric. And in this sash of fabric, I have all of the these are just actually some that I've showed you. Some of the stitches. Darlene, take us through some of these if you would.
And I want you to notice,
look,
they're
come
9 millimeters wide.
Look at this.
Every satin stitch and decorative wave, bats, hearts, vines, flowers. You've got Greek keys and turkey scratchings. And, I mean, everything you can think of. And here's what's so great. We've never offered a machine before with a 9 millimeter wide stitch width. This is a first for Singer. It's a first at HSN. It's very, very exciting because you get big, bold, gorgeous stitch patterns.
Thank you, Darlene.
And here's the deal.
It goes on and on and on.
401 stitch patterns.
401.
Each stitch pattern, one of them by itself can be elongated up to 5 times.
Okay.
So I'll show you what that means in just a moment.
Exponential.
Then you can mirror image these as well. So all the ones that are asymmetrical, you can flip them over and get a mirror image look. And it's just unbelievable what you can do. So let's get started
Let's get started also with what you receive. Because I know you want to know, for the money, what if you went to your local sewing store and you got out the cart and you got out the charge card and the cash.
Here's what you're going to get.
Here's what you would get at HSN. Okay, you're getting a cover.
Substantial dust cover that has a little peekaboo hole at the top so that you can reach your hand in and carry your machine around while it's covered. We've got to love the case. I mean, that is really nice.
That is very nice.
Then you're getting all of these accessories that you see in shadow box number 1. We'll do our...
do our thing. I'd like to buy a vowel.
Yes. The spool caps. All of the accessories you would expect to keep your machine running smoothly. Then you're getting feet, open toe, button sewing, blind hem, satin stitch, zipper, and buttonhole with the knee lifter. When have you seen that on a Singer machine before? Never.
Lifts your presser feet.
I can't wait to show you how that's going to give you extra high lift. Now you're getting all of these feet. Remember, there were just 6 that we showed you.
Okay,
how about if we told you that here and here alone, you were getting 7 extra feet that you won't be getting when this hits the retail
marketplace.
Rolled hem foot, 1/4 inch, overcasting, darning and embroidery, a gathering foot, a quilting foot, and cording for 3-dimensional wearable artwork.
So this is $899.95. We did the world launch on this machine here at HSN, as we typically are doing these days for Singer. We have a great partnership with them. You're able to get a hold of this machine at $899.95. 5 months to pay, free shipping and handling. The computer is built into the machine. So we've had a mechanical machine this hour. It was excellent. We had an electronic machine this hour, the Athena, which now is probably about fewer than 100 available. This is the one with the computer built in. This is for beginner, intermediate, advanced. You can take it to the limit. You're driving off the lot with the highest level of luxury.
And matched my plaid at the beginning.
So important.
But look, by the time I got to the end of the seam, my plaid wasn't matched anymore. Looks so homemade. Does that ever happen to you? And then the skirt is giving a little twist where it shouldn't.
But that's not going to happen when you use this.
You didn't have integrated dual feed, and this machine has it. In other words, a built-in walking foot. But walking foots typically only move in one direction, forward. This integrated dual feed moves forward and back. And a walking foot costing you $20 takes a screwdriver to put on. This one you put on with a touch of a button. Watch this.
Check this out.
That's it. My integrated dual feed is now engaged, and we're going to try that again. We're going to try stitching. We're going to start with them together, and they're going to end together.
So integrated dual feed, does that mean that it's almost like floating across the sewing machine?
You know, that's a good question.
Help explain it, if you would, because integrated dual feed sounds good.
Feed dog in the world of sewing are the little fingers that pull the fabric through, but they only occur on the bottom. So if you're using something slippery, if you're stitching on something with a nap, such as velvet or faux fur.
Velour.
Yes, by the time you get to the end, sometimes it can get all askew, but when you have fingers pulling on the bottom, the feed dog, and then your integrated dual feed pulling on the top, you've got fingers pulling through at the same rate. You're not going to get it going like that anymore. It really works. It's so exciting. And you'll use that integrated dual feed for a number of applications, including the slippery fabric that I mentioned a moment ago.
The silk charmeuse, again, for your lingerie, your wedding dresses, for satin pillowcases.
What happens without this? You get these like lumpy creases, pleats that you don't want. Okay.
Okay.
Did you notice that? Did you notice how
your hands free?
Well, and I'm not cutting thread. I'm not pulling thread and having to cut it. It automatically cuts the thread. Now, this machine also does. Oh, before I go on and tell you about more things, I have to show you this.
Look at how pretty
this is one of the two built-in meandering stitches, sandwiched between some channel stitching. And you might say, well, you know, that's fine, all fine and good, but what would you do with that? Well, we have a sample on this table of
very cool
one of the
jacket.
singer consultants made with that very stitch pattern. You're going to love this jacket. I love this coat.
Just keep it right here.
Just keep it there. It's so gorgeous. Channel stitching, 1/4 inch. There you see the meandering stitch with the channel stitching. 9mm wide decorative patterns that were programmed into the memory so that they would occur in that particular order. Then we used the quilt guide and did a larger grid here. We have a smaller grid on the sleeve with more decorative pattern. You see what you'll be able to do with this kind of a sewing machine? Unlike anything before, and no frustration because, I mean, everything's done for you.
Now, Darlene, if I'm a beginner, is this a good place to start?
Oh, if you can afford this machine right out of the gate, do it. That's like saying, well, I'm just starting to drive. Should I get a Mercedes? Should I get the Lincoln? I mean, yeah, if you can.
Yeah, if you can.
If you can, do it.
Because it's going to be with you for so long. You're going to grow into it. It's going to be there for you. You have a special price here at HSN that you can't find anywhere else. It's just here. We did the world launch on this. I was lucky enough to be a part of that. I know if you bought this, you have enjoyed this machine immensely. And if you want to get a hold of it today with our special introductory price, another temporary price that we have for you here at HSN, free shipping and handling, today's the day. You want to buy items that make a lot of sense, that are great investments for your lifestyle. You want something, again, that's going to pay for itself over time. You want to make your daughter's costumes if she's into pageants or cheerleading or theater. You want to be able to do your own tops and T-shirts. The dual feed system. That's what Darlene was showing us, and that's what we're showing you right now. It makes this exactly like that rack and pinion steering that you would expect from that luxury car.
You've got the fiber fill in between. You've got your muslin on the bottom. You have another fabric on the top. There's the knee lifter. So you're never going to have to feel as though you can't get a good grip. You've got both hands on your work area for turning the corners, rolling the quilt, pushing it through the extra large space, by the way. The neck on this machine is huge. This is an exact cutout of one of our other necks, of a machine machine that was on today. I'm not going to say which one.
Okay.
Okay? And now you'll
it's
see
perfectly adequate.
how it stands up against this machine. Check it out. This machine has so much more space. In fact, it's the largest neck of anything in our lineup. It's 8 3/4 inch by 5.5 inches this way. Much larger. So if you're trying to roll a quilt and push it through, you're going to appreciate this extra space.
So, right,
Yes.
just like so. Look,
Right.
you're
Can you
gonna be able
imagine
take
trying
that
to shove
fabric.
this through this little thing? It wouldn't even fit.
Right. This is where you want to go.
Yes.
For an introductory price, $899.95. Now, Darlene, I remember when we did the world launch.
Yes.
Let's see, we're in March. Has this even hit the marketplace yet?
No, it's still here.
Right. Okay, so this is the only place you can even buy this machine.
I'm going to wind a bobbin.
Okay, wind a bobbin.
Okay, it's a bobbin button now. Remember, the bobbin motor is completely separate from my sewing motor. So when I wind this bobbin, you're going to see the bobbin go and you're going to see the sewing machine go all at the same time. Ready? Okay, here we go. I'm sewing and I'm winding a bobbin. So I never have to worry about running out of thread, having to stop production, stop and wind the bobbin. Everything just keeps on humming along.
It just flows. It's beautiful.
So nice.
And there, look, we're great shot. Thanks to our crew.
Thank you so much.
It's 557-823. That bobbin is full, so it just stopped. Introductory price. Look at the comparison. The suggested release price is over $1,600. 5 months at $179.99. You know, if you're looking for a hobby, if you're looking for a life skill, here, we just found it for you. If you are interested in teaching your children a life skill, we just have it for you. If you have someone who's going into their golden years and they're needing a new project, new activity, but that's also productive, fabulous choice. Shipping and handling is on the house. I know what that is. Oh, really?
A computer.
I was thinking it was a draft.
Oh, well,
you know,
it could be, but
you could put that right on the edge of your doorstep and not have the draft come in.
That's true.
What'd you fill that with?
Those little pellets that you get at the craft store that you fill stuffed animals with, little pellets. Oh, you could put rice in there if you want to.
Flaxseed?
Yeah. All those things. That's a great idea, flaxseed. Now, there's something else I want to show you.
You can make little eye bags.
You'll appreciate this. I want to do single image locking stitch. Now, the single image locking stitch will take one stitch. Let's say stitch number 50. No, what number is that? 60. Number 60. Okay. 60 in the second pod. Now watch what we do here down on the LCD screen. And this LCD screen is bright and it's light and it has tons of information. So I'm going to function.
Okay.
I'm going to the second pod. I'll do stitch number 60. Well, there it is. But I only want one. So let's go ahead and do single image locking stitch. There we go. And we're going to stitch one. Now, that's not the only function that we can use that for.
Okay, look at that.
One, and it stops.
And it stops.
Okay, now I want to elongate it. I want to elongate it 2 times. Ready? So now it's going to make that same stitch twice as long. This is so cool. Because this gives you so much design capability. And then it stops when it's done. Now I can make that stitch, ready? 3 times as long.
So it's totally custom.
Yes!
It's totally custom.
That's the point.
That's the point. You get to do this yourself. Free shipping and handling. You don't have to necessarily go to a tailor anymore. You don't have to go to the alterations location. You don't have to drop your clothes off anymore. You get to do it yourself. You get to make your own clothes. In days gone by, did you make your kids' clothes? Did you make your own tops, jackets? Or how about you'd like to get started? Today is the day. This quantum is not available anywhere else but here at HSN. It is a returning favorite. Now, again, the value when it goes out into the marketplace is going to be over $1,600 at HSN today. And when you do go into the marketplace, you're going to be lucky enough to receive this board of goodies, of all of the presser feet you receive here. But if you've been watching behind Darlene, you will not be receiving these presser feet, the 1/4 inch, the overcasting, the darning embroidery, the gathering, the quilting, the cording, and the rolled hem. That is exclusive to us here at HSN. So call us. Get a hold of this. We only have about 5 minutes left to go. But, you know,
show you something.
If you are interested, again, in driving off the lot with a Mac Daddy of them all, this is it. Now, what are we looking at here?
This is one stitch.
Oh,
this is one stitch. Different stitch lengths, different stitch widths. Do you know there are 90 needle positions on this machine? So now you have so much design capability, and you can elongate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. This is another stitch. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-time elongation. And then you can customize what you program into the memory pockets, and you can put anything you want in there. Look, I was working on a scarf, And I use some variegated thread on the outside ones, and then just a solid on the inside, and just stitching on a piece of fleece. And look what you'll be able to do. It's so much fun.
That's a great gift.
It is a great gift.
This is one of the best. This is one of my new favorite demos right here.
Isn't that
I
beautiful?
love that.
It
This
really
is all
shows.
the same stitch.
Now, if that's one stitch, and you're getting 401 stitches,
look at
okay,
this.
what kind of an impact is that going to be?
The possibilities feel limitless when you get this. And that's why the value is so impressive. Look, I know it's a high-ticket item compared to, you know, a great pair of shoes that you may be buying here at HSN. But when you hear all the details, when you understand that today, with an introductory price and exclusively available here at HSN, I want you to save as much money as possible. This machine will help you to save money. This machine is going to give you that priceless feeling of being able to say, I made it myself. And you're going to use the machine more. That's the thing. You have a machine that is user-friendly. You use it more. How many of us have things at home that, well, we thought it was a good idea at the time. We get it home, and we just start to kind of lose the passion for it because it's difficult to operate or it's a hassle. This is one of those machines that grows with you. You don't have to already be a Darlene Cahill in order to use the machine. You can just get started step by step, and it will follow you as you grow. And it may very well inspire you and draw you forward with that dual integrated feed system as you move forward in your sewing world. This machine will be there helping you and guiding you. And that's why it's such a great investment. Do you agree with that, Darlene?
Yes, anything that you're going to start doing, you want to be able to do it, get the very best you can afford. When you start driving, you want to get the very best car. You want the leather seats, you want the butt warmer, you want the back lower lumbar support. I like the automatic windows, tinted, sunroof, you know, go down the list. You want all those things, makes your ride more enjoyable. All of the features built into this machine is going to make your sewing ride so much more enjoyable that we know you'll sew longer, you'll get better results, you'll be happier with your purchase, and you won't be trading up and trading in every other year for something with a couple more bells and whistles. Because once you have this, you've got the machine that has it all. And there is no more moving up. In fact, our competitor that has a machine close to this is priced at $2,000. So you really are saving by getting the Singer machine.
The Singer Quantum L-500.
Yes.
I mean, there's a reason why it's called Quantum. This is really that top of the line. When I finally broke down and bought a car after, you know, 120,000 miles on the oldie but goodie.
You're funny.
And, well, my favorite kind of car is a paid-for car, right?
Yes.
So, you know, that's where I'm coming from when it comes to that. Well, now that I have a nav system, now that I have the butt warmer in the car,
the nav system, yes.
I'm like, how did I ever live without that?
Yes.
Which may sound superficial, but seriously, when it comes to sewing and also the practicality, you know, of getting where you want to go with the nav system, it really does make life easier. And life is hard enough as it is. Let's have some fun and get some sewing done. With the Quantum, she's put the table back in. She's ready to roll.
I'm ready.
We have about a minute left to go. If you want this, call us now. We'd be thrilled to get it to you.
I accessed my memory pod. I changed my bobbin. I'm ready to rock and roll here. We are sewing up a storm, and it is going to be so delightful to be using this machine. You have speed control. You can go slow when you're just starting out. And as you gain confidence, you can speed up. You can wind your bobbin separately. You have the mirror imaging, twin needle capability, the separate independent auto bobbin winding motor. You have the locking stitch. Then you have the independent single digit locking